So this afternoon I got the pleasure of being with Tom King, a good friend and General Manager of Global Travel Retail for Treasury Wine Estates. Tom, it's been a long week and here we are Thursday afternoon, we've made it through. Yep. But let's talk about what you're doing on Penfolds and what you're really doing to transform the growth of the wine category in Global Travel Retail.
It's been a great week here in Cannes. We're here exhibiting with a stand for the first time, and we've been sharing our global wine category vision with our key retail partners. We think there's an opportunity to add $1 billion to the category over the next 5 years.
Well, that's a fantastic vision, and I think we're all aware of the growth opportunity, and you've started to put some numbers around that. Talk us through some of the things that will enable you to do that.
So we see there being 4 key strategic pillars which will enable us and our partners to deliver on that opportunity. We've labelled them as find your wine, know your wine, love your wine, and buy your wine. So find your wine is all about making the category easy to navigate, easy to shop. Know your wine is about bringing wine category education to the shop floor. Love your wine is therefore then about brand engagement, really making it an engaging, exciting experience around shopping wine. And then most importantly, buy your wine is really around optimizing spend, delivering on the gifting and exclusivity motivations which we know are out there.
I think it's fantastic that you get that level of clarity on your thinking in terms of the pillars. In terms of the education bit, what are you doing there to educate consumers?
So a really important part of that is having well-trained, educated sommeliers, if you like, on the shop floor, engaging with consumers, understanding their preferences around wine, what they enjoy about wine, and then helping them select a bottle of wine which meets those preferences.
And you've obviously met a lot of retailers this week. Are you finding them receptive to the approach and the way in which you're talking about the category opportunity?
We've had multiple positive conversations this week, but what's been really encouraging, which we were hoping it would deliver, is actually really strong conversation and debate around what are the opportunities, what are the challenges, why has the category suffered from lack of development in the past, and how are we, as a leading global wine player, going to help our retail partners deliver on the opportunity ahead.
Fantastic. And early days for digital in our sector, but are you doing anything within the digital space to drive that activation?
So our digital strategy is work in progress at the moment. Clearly the digital media is an important element of helping us bring that education piece to the category, and it is a topic of conversation we're discussing with our customers.
And as we look around the world from a geographical perspective, where are the key focus points for you?
We obviously have a very strong business in Australia, being our home market, and over the last couple of years, and particularly the last year or so, we've seen really strong growth in Asia, not just in the key airport hubs, but across Southeast Asia and China as well. And now we've invested in a team to capitalise on the opportunities across Europe and into the Middle East. And even just this week, we've had some really positive conversations with US retailers about what they can do with the wine category.
Fantastic. And near and dear to our hearts is the Penfolds brand. Obviously, you've just launched the fabulous new Grange 10, which, as many are declaring, is the best ever. Tell us a little bit about the sampling you've been doing this week and the reception that the wines have received.
So the Penfolds collection was launched officially just over 10 days ago, and on Monday night this week, on the first night of the Cannes trade show, we hosted a open house tasting for all of our key partners, media, customers, distributors, to come along and sample the full range of the new Penfolds collection, and it was universally well received, so we're really delighted, as were those tasting Penfolds on the night.
Yep, Moodie hasn't stopped talking about it since. But outside of Grange, what are you particularly highlighting as a great vintage this year from a point of view of the rest of the Penfolds range?
Well, there's within that, the collection that's released this year, it spans 5 vintages, but particularly the 2010 and the 2012 were very strong vintages. So it's hard for me to pull out anything else, but obviously we like to talk about the Penfolds Grange being our icon and flagship. But also this week, outside of Penfolds, we've been discussing brand developments on our other key brand in the channel, which is Wolfblass. And over the last 6 months or so, we've launched and released and successfully delivered sales results for our partners across 2 travel retail exclusive lines. That's Wolf Blass Private Release and then Wolf Blass Estates of the Barossa. So whilst Penfolds is an important brand for us and it's our flagship, there is significant opportunity for the remainder of our portfolio also.
Fantastic. And as we look towards the next 12 months, obviously lots of challenges in the industry, whether they be retail consolidation or issues around traveller numbers from the Chinese and the Russian countries. What do you see as your biggest challenges and opportunities going forward?
I think, well, obviously the opportunity is to drive category growth, but linked to that there are a number of challenges. We need to continue to invest in the channel, be it through further research, as we've presented this week, be it through more investment on the shop floor in terms of staff training, be it through more investment in brand engagement, and we need to take our retail partners on that journey to demonstrate to them with focus and commitment from all parties there is an opportunity to drive overall value growth.
Great. And finally, you know, you're out there, you're travelling an awful lot, lots of days and months on the aeroplane. Who are you aspiring to from other categories in terms of the traveller experience?
There's a lot of great stuff out there, to be honest, and you know, people are activating well, engaging passengers really well. Clearly for us, the guys we look to for inspiration and recognition of good activation are the spirits companies, but also confectionery. So really great category work going on in those two categories.
Look, and I think, you know, in closing, Tom, clearly, you know, Treasury is leading the way in the development of the wine category. It's been great to also see the likes of Accolade and Constellation this week, and I really believe that there is momentum in this category. So congratulations to you and the team, and good luck in the next 12 months.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Thanks. Cheers. Tom.